So today I'm going to do something a little bit different and I'm not too sure how it's going to go, but I'm going to make a ham rose and some cheese gyoza, some cheese dumplings. And basically these are two recipes that I've never tried before, that I've seen separately floating around on the internet, but I just thought that they would go really well together because, you know, ham and cheese. And then to add on to that, I'm going to make a tomato dip, which I thought would go better with the gyoza than a normal gyoza dip, so I thought that would all go quite well together. So let's start with the tomato dip. So I'm just going to make a very simple sauce. So I'm going to use some tomato puree, some garlic powder, some fresh basil that I'm just going to chop up, and then some salt and pepper and just mix that all together. This is pretty off the cuff, so I don't have any portions or measurements, but I'll try and put them in the description below. And then I want my gyoza to be nice and hot when I eat them, so I'm going to do them last. So I'm going to do my ham rose now and then put it in the fridge. So I've got this salami. I don't know, there's not really a huge choice of cheese and cured meats in Japan, so I'll take what I can get. But what I need to do is just layer this onto a cup. I have no idea if this cup is the right size. Loads of people seem to do it with a wine glass. I feel like that's unnecessary. So I'm going to use this one and we'll see how it goes. This salami seems very thin. I hope it's okay. Not too sure how far in for it to go. Like, is that about right? I have no idea. Oh, I see. It's kind of like pulling in a little bit. Okay. I don't think I can go any further than this. Ooh. Okay. What does that look like? Okay. Let me just show you what it looks like from underneath. So this is what I've got, and I don't know, it kind of looks like a rose, like from upside down. And basically what you have to do is you put it upside down on the plate. So I'm just gonna leave it in this cup for now and put it in the fridge. Okay, so far so good, I think. And now I can go on to making my cheese gyoza. Apparently it's one of the Chinese styles where you kind of bring it together and you pinch it together so it makes a sort of circular shape, which kind of looks like a ravioli. So we're gonna put 2 little mozzarella balls into each gyoza, and this is kind of the bog standard one, but I also found these ones, which are supposed to be a little bit fancier. I'm probably gonna forget which ones are which, but oh well, I'll give it a go. So I've got my water here and I'm just using my finger to run around the edge. And then I think you just pinch it together like normal. And then you just... How? I thought you just like bring them together like that, but it's not really, they're not coming together. So maybe I'm not supposed to have already pinched it together. Okay, let me have a look. Oh, I see. Okay, right. And then here. Ah, okay. Yes, that makes much more sense. Ah, okay. Oh, look, it's kind of cute. So just to recap, in case you were confused as to the process of these, which I wouldn't blame you, then you put 2 little mozzarella balls in the middle, then you wet your finger and run it around the edges, and then you bring that together, the whole thing, pinch it, make sure that you get rid of any air bubbles, and then you hold it this way, right? And then bring it upside down and just pull them together. Make sure that this lip is this way around, and then you can just press that together. And there you go. I'll keep going. Ta-da! And here are my 20 cheese gyoza, and I've changed the plate because the other one was getting a little bit sticky, which you don't want because then you can't pick them up to cook them. Okay, so now I'm going to cook all of these at once, and I'm going to use sesame oil because that is what other recipes have used, and I think that it'll give it a little bit of a Japanese vibe, which will be nice. And I'm going to do standard gyoza practice of doing a layer of oil and then cooking them once, then putting in some water and covering it, and then doing a final last drizzle of oil. I do have a proper instructional video about how to make gyoza from scratch if you want, but let's get to cooking. So a couple of them have got like a bit leaked and they're sticking to the pan, but maybe it'll give them a nice little cheesy crust on the bottom. Okay, I think they're done. Okay, well, I think that went pretty well in terms of visual effect. I kind of forgot to put any basil on it. I was going to make it look like leaves, but I just want to eat it now, so maybe I'll take some pictures with the basil afterwards. And now I'm going to try them out. So let's grab a cheesy boy and dunk it in the sauce. Probably just going to taste like pizza, but it actually doesn't taste like pizza. Kind of tastes more like pasta, if anything, because I guess the gyoza skin is kind of like pasta. And the cheese and the tomato, it's just really simple, but it just tastes really good and it looks pretty good even though it's quite a simple recipe. So I think it would definitely impress some people. If you don't want to put too much effort into what you're doing but you want it to look good, then I think this is the recipe for you. But thank you for watching along as I experimented with this, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please hit that subscribe button. But that's it for today, so I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.